going to be watching. I spent 48 hours as a firefighter. I could probably not be a firefighter because I sit at my chair all day and play League of Legends. So let's see what it's like to be a firefighter. Dude, the firefighter fit is so cool though. But it's really heavy, right? It's like 30 pounds, 100 pounds.
What's the call that we're getting?
Cardiac arrest.
Wait, they do cardiac arrest too? I don't know why I thought they just did fires. They do like everything. Do they actually take cats out of trees?
All right, guys, we're getting called to the scene of a shooting right now.
Oh, hell no!
Does that ever surprise you getting a call for a shooting on Saturday morning at 10 a.m.?
Usually
10 a.m.? Oh my God.
Saturday's pretty active day.
We just got a call for a stabbing.
Guys, there's so much violence in the world. Let's spread peace and love.
North College Street, residential fire.
House fires, car wrecks, shootings, and medical emergencies.
Oh my God, every time I see a motorcycle, I always say this, that motorcycles are so cool and they're fun, but never buy a motorcycle because you're actually just dealing with a bunch of idiots on the road who will hit you. It's not, most of the time, it's not even the motorcyclist's fault. It's just like random Floridian drivers just running you over for extra points.
For these firefighters, this is just a regular day on the job. We spent 48 hours embedded with Akron, Ohio's most high-action fire department, sharing meals one moment and racing into life or death situations.
Wait, I could be a firefighter. I could be the chef. I can chef it up pretty good. I'm an all right cook. Just don't give me like a blender or I guess like a KitchenAid or a knife. Never mind.
Next. In fact, within 5 minutes of arriving to the station, we were called to the scene of a fire. Today, folks, we go boots on the ground with one of America's favorite professions, firefighters.
Boom.
Folks, I'm outside enjoying Big Dog Summer with my guy Frank, wearing the new
Hi,
merch.
Frank.
These are flying off the shelves. Part of it is because
Cool.
they're
I like that it's wearable.
impeccable. The quality, the t-shirt is very nice, but also just look at the screen printing detail on these.
Wow.
Get yours while supplies last. TommyJMcGee.com. We also have trucker hats, hoodies, and more. Whatever you
Oh,
like
hell
is on the
yeah.
site. So go ahead, get yours. And now, folks, to the fireman.
Woohoo! Is there a lot of crime in Ohio? I just thought it was a lot of sad people who lived in Ohio.
We were just in the briefing with the Akron Fire Department, and we got a call for a residential fire. So we're cutting the meeting short.
Why are most firefighters attractive? They came out of nowhere. Like, two attractive jobs are firefighters and dental hygienists. Every single dental hygienist I ever had was the most beautiful woman I've ever seen in my life.
So right now they're pulling the ceilings. Just looking for fire extension that might have gotten up into the attic. Knocked most of the fire down.
So we're on the scene right
Dude, fire in a house scares me so much. Like, imagine all of the cool stuff you have and you can technically replace it, but what if you have like pictures or like your computer with all your files or like old documents? Like, that is just horrible.
right now. We're trying to figure out maybe what the source is. Neighbor saw that a dumpster had been placed here, so the most likely option right now is contractors are working on it and maybe something went wrong with a tool or things were left on overnight. No one's been brought out, so I think it's clear to assume that it was a vacant building when it went on fire.
At this point, I'm good. We haven't had anybody call out any distress. Our smoke's cleared up. We saw the water coming out in the attic space a little while ago, which is telling me they're wetting down where the hot spot was.
Oh, and they have to like know what to do to get the fire out, right? Because there's like electrical fires or like regular fires or like grease fires. You have to know what's super effective.
Again, the smoke being gone, telling me we've got all of this under control.
That looks like Uno card.
Dennis Shoemaker. I'm captain with Akron Fire, and we just celebrated our 30th anniversary yesterday.
Do they have a dog? every firehouse has to have a dog just to be cute and to be petted. I don't know if they do anything, but get a cute little Dalmatian and give him a hat. Also, Baldy, thank you for the bits. I'm sorry, ma'am. All of your belongings are a loss. Actually, one thing did survive. We found a blue laptop. I wouldn't want that to survive. That's the laptop I used to write fan fiction on and draw furry pictures.
And what got you started in this profession?
In college, I wanted to be police officer. I think I was in about my second year, and I had saw a test for the fire department that was already going on. My uncle had been a fireman. I always had an interest in it. Just something in me clicked right then that I wanted to switch. I stopped going to college and enrolled in EMT and then paramedic school.
Can you get paid being a firefighter? Because I think I remember most of them being like volunteer, but you can have like a firefighter career. Yes? I've always wondered how that works. It just depends on like the area. Some are professionals. It's mostly paid now. Oh, interesting. You think they do it for free? Yeah, some people do. It's volunteer work. Some people are volunteer firefighters. That's true, right? Did I make that up? I'm pretty sure some people are volunteer firefighters. That's small towns. Oh, okay. Also, Feathers, thank you for the bits. Let's be honest, water gun is super effective against fire. True. But why? Some people are just like old, or they like want to just be nice. Like, I know it's hard to believe in the world we live in, but there actually are good people out there who just like to do good things and be nice.
Is it too early to say what the source of the fire is or where it started?
Yeah, because our arson guy, he went in, took all his notes, takes all his pictures, then he goes back to the office, goes through everything, reviews everything, and then he'll make the determination.
Dude, the arson people are so smart. I was watching this documentary on Netflix about this lady who blew up her house on purpose so that way she could get an insurance claim, and it ended up blowing up like 5 other people's houses in the same neighborhood. And they figured it out because she like took a pin out and they found the pin in the rubble. And then they also found the microwave where she like planted like something in it to explode the microwave. Like, they're really good at figuring out what happened.
Bread and butter one, no basement in this one, so it's a pretty easy one. So.
Ooh.
Right there.
Ooh, that feels good. That's like a massage.
Guys, we're sitting out here at the firehouse waiting for the next call, but in the meantime, there's something I gotta tell you about. A lot of you guys out there are playing games on your phone for free.
Okay, yeah, I'm playing games on my phone, actual games, and with the hose.
What if I told you there was a way to play games on your phone and get paid? Guys, there's an app out here that can pay you to play games. Here's how it works. They have game developers that are testing out games. They have you testing them out and trying it out and giving them feedback, and they
Guys, you should test out my Twitch chat for free. You should come here and talk about stuff, and I'll pay you in smiles.
pay you to play the game and give them feedback. And it's very easy. You download the app, you get playing on games. I got it on my phone. You're playing games on your phone for free. You're not making money. It's not adding up. Download this app, get started playing games and making money.
The games I used to play that felt like I was the product was definitely like Farmville. Dude, I used to play Farmville all the time when I was a kid. I was so annoying. I'd be poking people on Facebook. Come water my crops, please. Come water my crops. They're dying.
The creators of this app wanted me to tell you that if you make in-app purchases, not only do you level up faster, but you actually make more money as they reimburse you and get you along the way further. All right, guys, and now back to the firefighter. Early morning with the chief. Chief, what time are you getting up?
His glasses look like they're cardboard. I don't know how to explain it. It's like the print on them is like too cardboardy.
I saw you come in at an outrageous hour this morning.
I get up at 3 o'clock every day.
Damn. I used to have to wake up really early, but I was not a firefighter. I worked at a breakfast restaurant.
I believe in holistic care, holistic health, sauna, as far as our chemical decon unit.
Just so that people back home know, how old are you?
59 years of age.
What? Dude, he does not look over 40. Oh my God, he looks so young. Wow. Guys, take care of yourselves. Go to the gym. Go to the sauna. Eat good. Be a firefighter. I don't know. Do something. Moisturize.
And I've been doing this for 35 years with the Akron
Wow. Oh, he's handsome.
Fire Department. I served 4 years in the military.
Wow.
And I worked for the city 2 years prior. So in uniform or working for the city, 41 years of my life of sacrifice.
What motivated this?
Wanting to help.
Aw, see, there are good people out there. Firefighters give me hope that everybody in the world isn't evil.
This is an engine. Every station has a fire engine. Carries water and hose.
Can I sit in the front at least if you're gonna call me a hoe? And is there a slidey pole? I want to slide down the pole.
4 stations have a ladder truck. This is a foam truck. This is a bariatric unit. That's a command car. That's for the battalion captain. Med unit in front of it. This is the chief's car.
Cool.
Now we're going to walk back that parallel hallway. This is the main area where we sleep.
So this is it. So, see, we have this. That's
They get to live here?
So we can change this.
Oh, do they got a PlayStation? Please have a PlayStation, or we can all play Minecraft together.
Intensity. So I can change the volume of this. I put mine all the way up.
Dude, you saved the world by being a firefighter, and you get to live with the bros every single day. You eat meals together. You play Smash Bros all day on the couch. Then you go out and you save the world. This is like the peak male living experience.
I can change my light intensity. So I can lower my light or increase it.
And you share this room with 3 people. You rotate. Anything in particular you keep in here that's like a personal memento or important to you?
Yeah, these. I've lost the one my daughter signed, but yeah, the one my daughter signed this. And then this is from my mom.
To keep you safe on the jobs you gave it to you. And what do you love about this job?
Get to help people. It's a good job. You're never going to get rich, but I mean, the guys, you truly do get to make a difference sometimes. I mean, it sucks.
I wish people who did the most selfless jobs made more money. Like, I don't know, they're really risking their lives every single day for just like a regular living. Like, they deserve more.
So when you don't, bad things happen to good people every day. All we try to do is get them out of it. I remember my first dead person or body or whatever you want to call it, like it was yesterday.
Oh my God, my mom told me that. My mom is a police officer, and she told me that she remembers the first person she saw dead. Actually, she told me that she remembers the smell.
All right, guys, we're getting called to the scene of a shooting right now. Usually pretty good about pulling over for you guys?
No.
Is that a frustrating part of the job?
Very.
What the f*** is about to happen?
Oh my God, this is so scary. Holy crap! How did that blip like that? They got the Hulk out here.
Apparently this car crash was connected with a nearby shooting. Details were still unclear, and it felt like chaos was threatening to take over the situation. What kind of stuff do you see on the job?
I mean, you name it. We've had shootings, we've had stabbings, car accidents, people trapped.
Everything.
I feel like I've seen it all.
Dude, if your car goes under the water, is it the firemen who go down and they like swim in there and they try to get you out? But do they get like tanks and stuff like on their back? That's like a really scary job too, to just like dive into a lake, try to bring somebody all the way up. That is a lot of strength.
Let them figure it out. Chat his ass. There's too much going on right
What?
now. Even
Did you
securing
say
the scene of a
chat?
car crash, things could have gone south very quickly here. And there's enough people that I wouldn't have guessed that going to the scene of a car crash would be risky for anybody. We're in an area where things go 0 to 100 really quick.
In a situation like this, with a bunch of moving parts, we got cruisers flying at a high rate of speed. We got EMS trying to work on people. We can't have people running up and distracting us from possibly life-saving measures.
It almost got a little, there's an altercation that happened. It got chaotic, and you guys put a squash to it quickly. But
You just gotta like talk no jutsu. Guys, remember who you are. Let's calm down. I know you're in there. there.
That could have brought the whole thing sideways, huh?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
He just ran onto the scene and kind of got himself arrested. Like if he just acted calm, nothing would have happened to him.
Yeah, absolutely.
Let's say post George Floyd era, did you guys get any weird responses when you show up on calls?
Yeah, so there was definitely a very weird time. It was much different than post 9/11 when, you know, we were rock stars for about a year.
Oh my God, he was like, that was our ups. We were patched to be the greatest of all time. Oh, I don't know. I still see firefighters as very helpful and like superheroes. I don't see firefighters as bad.
I could understand the anger that people had. I can understand the frustrations people had, but it was a really weird situation of having it directed towards us as well.
I know in that period, police had a lot of trouble recruiting. Was it similar for you guys in that era?
Our numbers have decreased a lot. 30 years ago, we took the test. There were 3,000 applicants.
Why do we think this is? Why do less people want to be firefighters? I don't think do you think the world is more selfish? Or maybe like people are less willing to put their lives on the line? Money? Yeah, maybe money too. Or like people aren't as brave. Or maybe people are like less bored. I know that's like a weird way to word it. But like probably back in the day, no internet, no doing anything. Like you just kind of wanted to spend your time doing something like productive.
Sat for the test. 1,500 people passed the test. Our last test we gave might have hit 1,000, but I don't think it did.
Wow. Yeah, or like maybe because it doesn't pay a lot, like maybe hustle culture is more prevalent nowadays, like since people be flexing and stuff. So everybody wants to be rich and like the easiest way possible. Or like now, probably in schools, a lot of kids are like, instead of being like, I want to be a firefighter, they're like, I want to be a YouTuber or I want to be like a streamer.
Tell me about the camaraderie here.
You're gonna put your life on the line for them. Now, most everybody on this job would do that, but the guys you work with, you know who, if somebody went down in there, there's not one person that I work with here that would not do everything in their power to get me out or to try to save me.
What are the different colors of the field?
The big red is, there's a
I love red.
in.
I love big red.
And then you have white is the chief, blue is, blue's the med unit, right? Yep. Yellow's the captain, and green is rescue.
Have you ever saved someone's life?
Yeah. It's amazing when it happens. It sucks when it doesn't.
Is there a call, a
that's
particular
sad.
call that you can describe that sticks with you?
Yeah, but don't want to.
Yeah.
Aw. Dude, some of like the mental anguish for jobs like this, a lot of people don't talk about. Like, I'm actually pretty happy I didn't get my dispatch job because apparently a lot of people quit very, very early on because a lot of the calls stick with you. Or like any first responder job, you'll remember some of the worst moments for the rest of your life. It's kind of like how you'll remember a negative comment faster than you'll remember like somebody complimenting you.
We do the best job we can, and there's a higher power out there that ultimately controls it. You guys want to go to pedestrian hit by a car?
Yep.
Okay.
Oh my
Speak of
God.
the devil, huh? Can't even talk to you for 5 minutes before something kicks off.
I feel like I'm not shirtless enough. Anytime I watch videos, I feel like I should have my shirt off more. Literally everybody in the world is always half naked except for me.
The story so far?
He was sitting up out of the street when the companies got here. So they're just going to stay here blocking. It looks like minor injuries.
He was walking across the street and a vehicle didn't see him and struck him.
A hit and run though?
No, vehicle's right over there.
Okay.
So minor injuries, just bumps, bruises, but it'll be all right.
Okay, this is a personal question, but has anybody in chat ever been hit by a car? I've been hit by a car in a car, and it's not my fault because I'm a good driver, but I've never been hit by a car. Okay, wait, there's a couple people actually who have been hit by a car. 2 times? Oh my God, you almost did as a baby? Wow, wait, a lot of people have been hit 2 times by a car. Oh my God, we need to go back to horse and buggies.
The thing that impressed me that I've seen so far is very quick response times. I mean, people are getting service within 3 to 5 minutes of a call.
Yeah, that is definitely the goal.
Engine 2,
we
Engine
go.
4, ladder 7, Battalion 2, Battalion 4, Med 3, 110, North College Street, residential fire.
Her voice sounds familiar. Yeah, it sounds like my calibration system for my VTuber software. I was like, it sounds like somebody I know. Damn you, robot woman, damn you. No, it's not Natalie Portman. Oh! Sean, thank you for the bits. Hello, Berry. I just returned from vacation in Bellingham, North Carolina. Awesome. I was thinking about you because I saw a Publix truck followed by a Publix store. There was also a cool train museum and a few Navy ships on display. Oh, that's awesome. Wait, you guys associate me with Publix? They should give me an ad deal.
You want the fan on? Yes.
Yes.
This is your first 10 minutes.
Do you know anything about how that fire started?
Looking like food on the stove.
Oh my God, I just thought about this. If you're a firefighter, you have to have good comms. Like, don't ever put any of my teammates in this shit. The whole thing would catch on fire and nobody would live.
Oh, Nick.
They do play games at the firehouse. Guys, it's all real. They play Go Fish. No, they're not playing strip poker.
It is 12:30.
This is making me realize that firemen respond to a lot more things than I thought they did. I thought it was just fires. I hate drunk driving. Dude, I say it every time. I have to say it every time. Drunk driving is the most selfish thing you can do. Just get an Uber or have somebody pick you up. And also, the thing that makes me the most mad about drunk driving is I feel like the drunk driver always survives and the other person doesn't. It's such a weird way things work out. Like, it should be the other way around. I'm not saying anybody should die, but like, damn, like it's always the drunk driver lives. Also, Lord Sugardon, thank you for the bits. You are welcome, my squiddy streamer. I am currently hiding in the world bathroom while watching the stream. Oh, work bathroom. I also pre-ordered the cup. Oh, thank you! In roughly 5 minutes, I will leave the stream and return to watching YouTube videos while stocking the cooler. Oh, many of which are also from you. Oh, yay! Because your laugh and shenanigans pass the time quickly, the dong has spoken. Thank you, dong! Hearts in chat for my dong!
Swing your feet up so you don't fall back to sleep.
So this took place apparently 50 feet from the station.
Oh my God.
It was somebody passed out behind the wheel of a vehicle. We actually, PD woke him up. He knew where he was at. He knew what was going on. He said that he did not want evaluated by us.
Oh.
I can speculate that.
You can say that? You can say like, I'm good. Don't talk to me. Yep, I'm going home now. Yep, all good.
So why he was parked there at a stop sign for that long, but I don't know for certain.
But he didn't call on himself. Someone else called.
No, the women that were on the sidewalk, I don't know if you saw them, they called. They lived right around there, said that he'd been parked there for a while and called.
There's not a lot of jobs. You drive down the highway and look at all the signs on you're going past, and you look, would I want to do that job? There's not a lot that stand out to me. This is a job that I think you can genuinely change someone's life and have brotherhood and have purpose.
Oh, yeah.
So
Aww, that meant a lot to him. Sometimes the people with the hardest jobs don't get told enough that they're doing a good job.
Appreciate what you do, man. Thank you for doing this with us.
No problem.
He just wants to be appreciated.
Thank you, brother.
Ow! Sorry, I don't know what came over me.
If you remember the app from earlier, made a little bit of money on it, went to the store, got the boys some drinks. If you want to try it out for yourself,
behind me, isn't it?
Guys, Keegan started earning. You can too. And the creators of this app want to remind you that if you make in-app purchases and play multiple games at once, it helps you level
Screw
up
you,
faster,
Monopoly!
make money faster. If you want to try this for yourself, hit the link in my description. Get playing, get earning.
Day 2.
All right, guys, so it's shift change right now. A lot of guys are leaving. There's only a couple lieutenants staying to do a 48-hour shift. Already a factor in this job is being tired. But these guys are alert.
Dude, and this is a scary job to be tired on. Do you think they drink a lot of like energy drinks or like 9-hour energy or like take naps or take shifts? Because I would not want to be tired when I have to wear all of the suit, go into the house, pick people up. Like, it's a lot.
These guys are at it, and I'm actually really impressed. Maybe it's because I know my name isn't on the job. I don't get fired if I mess up. Part of me is wanting to go back to bed. From the most extreme call to the call that's just like, dude, we could probably sleep in, this person could probably walk it off. Doesn't matter to these guys, they get up, make it happen, and hustle.
That's a huge hose. First call of the day. There's a streamer in her house and she got a broomstick stuck up her butthole. Her name is BerryCrepe. Can we go and get that out, please?
Brother? And what's the call that we're getting?
We get cardiac arrest.
So what's going through your mind in a call like this?
Make sure I know where the med bag is, especially since I'm new, whether or not I'm gonna have to drive the engine back.
Oh my God, I didn't think about that. I could never be a firefighter because I can't drive. They'd be like, okay, Barry, can you drive the car back? Oh, hell no. Oh, hell no.
They're gonna need all hands on deck in the med unit.
So this is one of those things, no matter what you're doing, working out.
I just thought too, you have to back it up because you want to leave fast. So you have to back the truck into the spot in the house. I need backup cameras. You're good. You're good. You're good.
Take your shit. You go as soon as you can.
Yep, you can get up and go. My name's Chris Strong.
Hi,
I've been
Chris.
a firefighter for about 8 months. I got to the line March, so probably about 4 months as on the line firefighter.
What's it been like going on runs?
It's been exciting. You know, you get the nerves, your adrenaline's pumping, you're not sure what you're gonna go into.
Dude, this is crazy because you can tell that he's fresh. Like, he's still like excited and wholesome and like he just sees like all the good and he hasn't seen enough bad to like get the sads.
All very new.
Has there been any situation yet where you're like, holy shit, I can't believe I'm here?
We got a call, a residential fire. We pull up and you can just see the fire spilling out the back window and front window. I'm like, holy shit, I'm about to go in there.
Grab the right hand.
The dog pushes the door and I don't come in here. I was just doing the yard. I'm not.
She's breathing. She's breathing.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
All right, dear, we're gonna move you over onto the Zerees, okay?
Okay, so when do they use the defibrillator? I probably said that horribly. When do they use the clear? Like, is that if your heart stops? When you're dying. Okay, but like they don't always use it? It kickstarts your heart? Like the song? Oh.
Take you outside, take you to the hospital.
Good. You got all the words, you got bags. Just take your time, nice and slow.
Oh my God. Dude, I know this isn't the same thing, but it reminds me of, have you guys ever seen My 600-Pound Life? Whenever they have to like take the people out of the room to go to Dr. Now before they get like yelled at by him, and they have to be on like the stretcher and they have to go out the door, but then they have to like pivot and turn it like 4 different ways.
Tell the people your name and how long you've been a firefighter for.
All right, so my name's Ben Yakeley. I've been on Akron for just shy of 3 years now.
First 30 seconds when you're getting a big call, what's going through your head?
Things through my head, all what could be wrong with this patient. You know, if we get dispatched, say it's a very specific, cardiac arrest. Well, I already know I have to set up what I have to set up, what drugs I'm going to be pushing, and what equipment I'm going to need off this truck. Whatever you need. I got stuff for an IV laid out in there. I didn't.
Dude, you have to have responsible people on the truck. Like, grab the defibrillator. I think I left that on the charger. Yeah, my bad. Can we go back to the firehouse?
Take a bag yet. Nice. Wasn't sure what her pressure was.
She just came home and found her like that?
Yeah, she doesn't actually know her very well.
Okay.
She was calling her nephew or son or something like that, so.
Oh my God, I had to have an IV one time and I actually just like threw up everywhere. I cannot have needles anywhere near me. I just like projectile vomit.
Real cold in her extremities.
Yeah, I think she's been there a while.
You hit that blood pressure button. 20 left wrist.
20 left wrist.
Thank you very much.
It's good flushes.
Good for you. Good flushes? Okay.
Yeah.
So I wrestled all the way through college, and I had this crazy.
Wrestling! I've never wrestled before, but I do like wrestling. Maybe, do you think wrestling in college and in high school would be more popular if they did get to wear cool outfits and like have like going out and stuff, like going out songs?
Crazy strong brotherhood. We did difficult things together. We were trying to win national title together. And then I go into the corporate world. It's just not the same. This seems like one of the rare.
Yeah, now if I want to raise, I offer to wrestle my boss and he says no and I get fired.
Jobs out there where you can have an incredible sense of belonging and teamwork. Talk to me about that.
If we're disjointed in any manner when it comes to the incident command system, that can cost lives. When it going through the fire, no pun intended, that's what builds that brotherhood. And as you know, we have, we eat together for lunch and dinner. That builds that family just environment. Once you start building those foundations, guess what else? We may have something in common off the job.
Teamwork.
Yeah, they should play like Smash together, like I said earlier. They should all smash together in the house.
Is a very important aspect of the job. You may see the fire hose getting inside the building, but it takes a team to have it go all the way up to the second floor. People breaking down doors.
Okay, this is a really dumb question, but like, is there unlimited water supply in the fire hydrant? Like, where does it come from? And can we use like recycled doo-doo water? Because it's like just putting out the fire. It doesn't have to like be like good water. Kinda? City water, so yes, basically. Ah, it's not drinking water. So I shouldn't be like,
Putting up ladders. You can't just do it by yourself.
We work in pairs on the med unit. You have to rely on your partner for a lot, for dosages, for help. You get some of these meds we don't push very often, especially with pediatrics. The dosages are very specific. Sometimes just the manpower to move people, and so
I know that because I had to take Benadryl the other day because I had really bad allergies and my face was itching, and I thought I took 25 milligrams, so I took another one and I ended up taking like 100 something, and then I passed out and I woke up and I felt like I was in a coma.
All have to coordinate as a team to get one effort in order to have the best outcome with the patient.
Dude, they haven't talked about this yet, but my God, the most frustrating thing about being a firefighter is probably people driving like shit. Like, you're just trying to get there really fast and they're just like being like lackadaisical behind the wheel and like not getting out of the way or like trying to use you to like go through the traffic faster. Oh my God, that's actually rage bait.
We're here now. All right, Dan, we're at the hospital. Gonna be a lot of people talking to you.
Okay.
What's crazy about this job is you might be interacting with people during the last time they ever see their family member alive.
Yeah.
I don't know. Most of the day, I thought I could do this.
That's why I could never be a doctor. Like, I'm smart enough to be a doctor. Like, I'm like the greatest, most intelligent VTuber of all time. But like, how do I tell you that somebody you love died? Like, should I just do like a backflip or like, I don't know. Like, there's got to be a way to make the information come easier.
Job. This one hits a little close to home. When I was a senior in high school, I lost my dad in a situation that felt a lot like this.
Aww.
We knew before the paramedics got there that was it.
District Chief Scott Duber. As of yesterday, I've been with the Akron Fire Department for 30 years.
Congratulations.
You saw how he aura farmed by crossing his arms? Did I do it too? Did you trust me?
How does it feel?
Oh, great. I wish it wasn't 30 years. I wish we were just starting over again, but that's what happens.
So if you could do this job all over again, you'd do it again?
Oh, absolutely. I am actually a third-generation fire chief. My grandfather and my dad were both fire chiefs in communities north of here, and it was always a part of my life.
Do we need to wear the
lifestyle
vest? Okay. So the standard procedure during a shooting, everyone vests up?
Yeah.
And the reason for that is?
Well, it's our protocol. Sharp object, knives.
Safety. Every safety thing is written in blood. You always got to wear the vest. Okay, The one place I hated wearing a vest, but you are supposed to, is whenever you're like on a boat. Because like my mom, my family friend had like a boat, and then they're always like put the life vest on. But I don't want to, but I did it anyway. But I hate wearing a life vest on a boat. I feel like a loser.
Shooting, we have to protect ourselves.
Do you know how far out we are?
We're right here.
Does that ever surprise you getting a call for a shooting on Saturday morning at 10 a.m.?
No, not usually Saturday.
Dude, everything bad happens at 10 a.m. Thank God I'm still asleep.
Saturday's a pretty active day.
At 10 a.m.?
Yeah. What do we have?
Just one shooting victim in the arm.
They're already in there.
Yeah, they're.
Victim's already loaded in the EMS unit.
Hey, like you said, you're not in trouble if it went off, okay? I never had a gun to my head.
Oh my God.
No. I can't tell if he's got broken. He can't move his fingers either. Okay.
All right, so gunshot victim taken to the hospital. There's a few different stories going on. The police are kind of figuring out what's a lie and what's real, but the best estimates are that he shot himself and doesn't want to admit it, either because it's embarrassing or maybe because he's a felon and you're not supposed to be with a gun if you're a felon. Between his story, his girlfriend's story, they can't even get basic details correct. Do we know?
Dude, that's what's crazy is like anybody who's giving you medical help is like the last person you should hide information from. You kind of just have to fess up because that's how they're going to help you.
Oh, what the status of the gentleman that got shot is?
No, it sounds like an arm injury, so it's superficial. We don't know if it hit anything else, if it went through the arm. He'll get transported to the hospital and they'll provide care for that.
So what do we have going on for lunch, Danny?
Philly cheesesteaks.
Dude, and one thing I always think about, okay, you gotta stay with me because this is a little crazy. And then also people talking about the life vest. I did wear the life vest. I just don't like wearing a life vest. Okay, listen, it's because my boobs are too big. They just like explode out of there. Okay, let me keep talking. What I was gonna say is that one time I heard that if you are in an accident, they'll take your clothes off sometimes. So I always make sure I wear clean underwear because I don't want to get in an accident and then they take off my underwear and then it's just doo-doo skid marks.
Waffle fries with cheese dipping sauce.
Yummy!
And blueberry.
Also, Feathers, thank you for the bits. Number one rule, tell the cops nothing, tell the paramedics everything. You might be onto something. You sound a little smart.
Cantaloupe and blueberry.
I hate cantaloupe. We're smelling. Waffle fries, not the best fries either. Curly fries are the best. But I would still eat this. I'd tear this up with some ranch. Yummy.
We just got a call for a stabbing. A stabbing? What are we living in England or something?
Okay, to be fair, I don't know the last time I have been stabbed or stabbed somebody. That was suspicious. I don't think I had to say that.
Oh, we get stabbed all the time.
Do we know what the person was stabbed with?
No, we won't know until we get there.
When you get a high intensity call, what's going through your head in those first 30 seconds?
The biggest thing is everybody's safety. What's going on? Is it safe for us to even get up close to this? Or do we need to wait? Do we need to regroup? And then the next thing is plan of action. What things do we need to get it done?
Into all their companies, you can approach APDs on scene, suspects in custody. It looks like our stabbing victim is on Thayer, not at the Burger King.
Can you imagine it was already bad enough going to Burger King and then you get stabbed? Like, I didn't need another reason not to go to Burger King.
Oh, a woman stabbed him.
Just make sure you put your vests on. Got it.
You got stabbed. We're going to the hospital.
Wait! I know he didn't mean it that way, but the way he said it was like, you got stabbed.
Just make sure you put your vests on. Got it.
You got stabbed. We're going to the hospital. Why am I going to the hospital? How am I going to get back? Put her in jail. I don't give a fuck. Listen, hey, calm down.
Oh my God, wait, actually, you have to have really good emotional skills to be like a firefighter or like an EMT. Is that what it's called? Because some people are probably like really mad or like going like crazy and then you have to like calm them down and stuff. Like that's a lot of stress.
Stop fucking talking to me. You got stabbed. We gotta help you. You ain't helping me, man. You hurt me. You. Your arm is all the way up. You let them help. All right.
Beep, 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 beep. Everybody watch
So we have a lot of paraphernalia, a lot of blood, some alcohol, some strong Long Island iced teas. Thing is,
Nothing good ever happens around a Long Island iced tea.
this looks like a place that a lot of people live. There's at least 7 meters, probably kids in the house, and have to watch that. And then you got the suspect in custody over there. You ever been to a scene that has that much blood?
The Burger King hat?
Bad shootings. I think when I was new on the job, it was Christmas Eve. The boyfriend worked at a restaurant somewhere in the neighborhood. I think his girlfriend was cheating on him, and he went on a shooting rampage. He left the restaurant. He came in the house, shot the girl's girlfriend. She put her hand up like this, ripped her hand off, and like blood dripping off the ceiling when we came in. And then it was almost like a haunted house. And then we went into the next room. There's a guy with a big hole in his chest. Another guy, he shot him like here, and it blew everything up. Again, like all of the ceiling and the walls just dripping down. We walked across the carpet, and blood was just coming up out of the carpet.
Is Pete?
How do you just live with that? Yeah, and then later he's like, and then I went home and I had a Caesar salad and a chicken.
PTSD something in the firefighter community?
Yes, yeah, and it's becoming more and more recognized now. That's why I said we have the peer support team that will help us deal with it, but we can also seek professional counseling. But yeah, it's a real thing. You're dealing with death and destruction on a daily basis. That's for some people. It's not for some people, and
Dude, if you had a firefighter dad, the dad lore would be insane.
And again, it's all how they cope with it. A lot of it is us taking care of each other. The crew will talk about it, or they'll do something to break the tension.
How do you deal with the disturbing and traumatic things that you see on the job?
You know, you have one incident and it doesn't bug you too much. You process it, you get over it the next day. As time goes on, those calls start building up. Everybody can tell you about the call that rings through their head. But one of the things that we've done different is we now have a peer support team.
It's sad. It feels like there's like 4 paths. You can like talk to somebody, which is really hard. You can make it a joke. You can ignore it, or you can pretend it didn't happen.
And it's us talking to each other. It's just that simple. You know, we always say you're
The pin you guys keep talking about? I can't see it.
having a normal reaction to an abnormal event. I've seen at the ends of shifts where guys have sat down together or gone to another location together and sat down and cried about something.
Aww.
And it's good to get that out.
We see a lot
I cry all the time. I know you guys don't believe it, but I just be bawling my eyes out.
of stuff people should not see, and we have to deal with it. Luckily, we have each other, and we just confide in each other and try to get through it. Some people pick up some bad habits and stuff along the way, but you got to cope. We're all human. That's all there is to it.
What's next?
Oh, not the motorcycle stuff, man. This always makes me sad.
So is this from hitting the car?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because he fucking pulled out in front of me.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Man,
Probably. Dude. Oh my God. That's why I get so scared too when I see people riding motorcycles here in Florida because like the weather is nice. People wear like no helmet, shorts, and like a tank top. Oh, hell nah. I'd be armored up, man. I'd be straight up in some Nightingale armor type shit.
Bones are, for some reason, blood I can handle pretty well. Broken bones are tough. That guy, did you see how bad it was broken?
Yeah, it's broken.
And just like that, in a split second, you went from having a nice day, taking your girlfriend for a ride, probably on the way to
Oh my
a
God.
restaurant for dinner time.
Dude, that kind of stuff makes me sad too. Like, if I get in an accident, like I have in Florida, and it wasn't my fault, and it was everybody else's fault but mine because I hate accountability, I always think, what if I left 5 minutes earlier? Or what if I left 5 minutes later? Or what if I did this instead? Or I don't know how to explain it. It's like weird. You start thinking in like timelines.
2 broken leg in a state of hospital.
So we just got a call after trying to drive back to the station after the broken leg on the motorcycle crash. And there's reports of heavy smoke.
Active fire call, 3:40 p.m. Sorry, my big fat head was hiding it. I'm such a big fat chud.
Med 22, you're...
Was it trash?
What is the #1 killer of firefighters?
Obviously, cancer is a big one.
Oh, I didn't think about that, because if you're just constantly like breathing in smoke all the time, it kind of like builds up like damage over time.
Or the byproducts of combustion. That's what we're exposed to every day, and a lot of progress has been made in the equipment that protects us. You reduce the risk by following certain protocols, wearing the correct gear, washing your gear, taking showers, getting in the sun.
I'm screwed. Yeah, I already knew this was not the career for me, but I gotta take a shower every day.
On us, all types of things to lessen those risk factors.
Talk to me about the dangers of smoke inhalation on the job.
All smoke is bad. We take measures to protect ourselves with the
If you're smoking in chat, stop it. Stop smoking!
SCBA. Could seep into your skin, you could breathe it in, like you said, the smoke inhalation.
And the reason firefighters don't have beards is because of the mask
seal.
Oh, I didn't think about that. They all have no beards and most of them are bald. This is a good job for my mods.
It's a bad thing. It's a threat we're aware of, and we try every measure we can to protect ourselves.
Do you feel like the community appreciates what you do?
Absolutely. We go to a lot of these community events like parades or whatever, and people always come up. Yeah, it does not go unrecognized.
Or we always got people waving at us, you know, kids.
Oh my God, I see videos of like hot girls who make like food and they go to the firehouse and they give them like desserts and stuff.
It's a lot of very grateful people, and it's very nice to see.
People always come in, bring us goodies and stuff.
See, I told you! I told you! The hot women love to do that!
Out there, they offer us water, but that's always welcoming.
If you were to make a brochure, why to become a fireman, what would you say?
I would say the hot girls who come and give us baked goods.
If you're here to help and you're for service orientation to make your community better, I would say join the fire department in your municipality.
Whatever you do, I always heard it, you find something you love and you'll never work a day in your
True.
life. Whatever you do, you gotta have passion about.
True.
And this job's no different.
Keep working hard. Keep doing the work, you know.
I don't know, this guy I feel for the most. Like, I feel like he's seen a lot of stuff, but he just like keeps fighting and he keeps going to work every single day and he loves what he does, but he's like seen a lot.
I have passion about, and this job's no different.
Keep working hard. Keep doing the work, you know, be physically strong, mentally strong. Never hesitate to ask questions. Fire station doors are usually always open. Ask the guys, hey, what does it take to get into here? You know, what, especially with specific departments, they might have different requirements.
He looks like soda poppin'. He does!
There's always going to be a turnover, and we need more people, and it's the best job in the world. Like I said, every day is different. You can...
That's not true. The best job in the world is no job.
Learn so many...
I'm just kidding. He does have a good job.
things and apply yourself, go to classes. You know, you have an extension of your family. You're going to develop a new family here.
Yay! Beautiful shot.
All right, guys, 5:30 Saturday morning. We're coming to our
Cup
end
of
of our
coffee.
visit here. Pretty surprisingly quiet night, which I guess is a good thing.
I
guess
can change
one of
that.
the biggest things that sticks out to me about this job is it doesn't matter if it's 2 p.m., midnight, 3 a.m., how tired you are. Someone needs help. You gotta run out the door and go. And there's a lot of these men that sacrifice their sleep, their bodies, their health. If you're a chief around the country and you wanna bring us into your department to show the work that your men and women do, we'd love to cover it.
Man, you can come to my room. I'll show you what I do in the life of a VTuber. I'm so cringe. I am so cringe. I need to do something for society. Okay. What could I do to make a positive impact? Probably get off my butt. We could do a charity stream.
Thank you guys for joining us on this journey. Stay safe out there and cheers.
Be my girlfriend. Okay, he took that opportunity and he ran with it. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. I super appreciate it. If you're new here, please come to Twitch stream, twitch.tv/BerryCrepe, or use code Berry for 10% off your gamer sub order. It would super help me out. I hope you have a great evening. Goodbye, YouTube. Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye.